Hey, I'm Remax, the GM80 Carry, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to come back from behind, so please be sure to like and subscribe. So what are we going over today? Today we're going to be going over punishing your opponent's over-aggression, not following up on impossible plays, making the best of a bad situation, finding time to farm, punishing overstays, and reading team fights. Hope you guys enjoy. And for the record, I by no means play perfect, and this was on my D3 account on stream. Punishing your opponent's overaggression. So there are two really important things you guys need to note here before we get into breaking this play down. So first, Seraphine and I are clearly down a lot of gold, you can see here. But the two things I want you guys to pay attention to are the fact that there is an item breakpoint. And an item breakpoint is where each character either buys components or a full item. And so, although Draven is ahead, he has not hit his item breakpoint yet. What this means is that Seraphine and I technically still have a chance to win a fight, because when we all in him, it doesn't mean he's going to have an immortal shield bow, a mythic power spike that's going to be impossible to beat. The second thing I want you guys to pay attention to is an ideal scenario. What scenario do we need to win this fight? Because clearly the item breakpoint isn't there. There's a chance for us to win. And usually it goes like this. If you can land hard CC on the primary target, you're probably going to get your ideal scenario. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to land Seraphine onto Draven when they overcommit, and then because there's no item breakpoint, we're going to be able to win the fight. And this is exactly what happens. So I just want you guys to look at this fight. Seraphine is going to land an ultimate, and then I get to land my ultimate. Draven gets absolutely demolished, and we're able to come back into the game. And so while that looks like a really simple 2v2, the two things that you guys should really be paying attention to are the fact that they had yet to have their item breakpoint, and we are able to get our ideal scenario of landing hard CC on a primary target and bursting them because the item breakpoint isn't too big yet. Not following up on impossible plays, so this one's kind of obvious, I would say, but we're behind and we're kind of desperate to get back into the game. But that doesn't mean that we should be committing to every single play that our teammates make. And so right here, you're going to see my Rek'Sai and Renekton go for a crazy play when our opponents have a Galio. And in my head, I start to think, whoa, like, am I needed here? You see my character start to move here, and I'm seriously considering just rotating over, but that would be an absolute mistake, right? Because there's no way that these guys are going to get out of the play. So imagine if I just path straight here, I run into Galio because I'm like, oh my god, like my teammates are making a play and I need to be there. It's nothing crazy, but it's really important to recognize on the map if it's a good play or not. And like right here, I clearly am just like, whoa, that doesn't look good. And nothing I do here will actually make anything positive come out of it. So I just opt to back out. And while this might not seem that crazy, there are going to be a lot of situations throughout your games, especially when you're behind, where you have to really recognize, is this the play we need to come back into the game? And if it's not, don't be afraid to just go back to the mid lane or whatever lane you're in and just start shoving out the wave, because shoving out the wave will still keep you in the game, and it's going to make sure that you guys still have map pressure even when your teammates are kind of trolling. You know how I said following up on a bad situation is usually not good? So when Gator Boy comes over here and he tells me, yo, don't worry about it, guys. I know 2 of our teammates are dead, but yo, trust me, 1-3 Renekton is going to Prowler's Claw in and turn this fight around. I really shouldn't take his word for it. But you know what? I'm dumb, and I'm like, that's hyphy. So I say, let's go for it. And watch this fight. Of course, we all die. We're all going to die here, okay? And so this is looking like a 5-0 sweep. But what I need to do here is I need to make the best of a bad situation. I messed up. I need to find a way to make something good happen here, okay? And so in this situation, I am willing to burn my flash and heal to get gold on my character. Why? So some of you might be saying, if you burn flash as an AD carry, you're not going to be able to use it for the next fight. In this situation, because there's no soul point to contest and there's no Baron on the map, using my flash and heal when behind to get gold on my character to help me stay in the game and hit my item breakpoints later, that's very value. So look how I'm going to play it. I'm going to look to outplay Gnar, and then I'm going to be able to get 2 kills on the tail end of this fight. I'm going to go for the outplay on Gnar and just try to get gold on my character. And so while you might be thinking, no, dude, that's an int, I'm actually able to get gold on my character, and I'm going to die here. But this was a 5-0 situation. Instead, what I did is I got 600 gold on my character, and that helps me get closer to my item power spikes. So when the game goes later, we're actually going to be able to fight back because I made an outplay and trust myself to make sure I can find a way to get gold on my character. finding time to farm and punching an overstay. So right here, the third dragon is about to spawn, and my team has done a bad job setting up for dragon. We don't have priority on the mid lane wave, which is the most important thing to contesting objective. And what that means is your mid lane shoved out or not? It's not. So it's good to shove it out, or else they're going to be able to get a lot of pressure on the map. So what I'm doing here is I'm shoving the lane out. But the two things I have in my mind are that I need to get my CS up, and that this drag doesn't really matter. Like, it's very inconsequential to whether or not we win the game. We don't have our item power spikes at all. It's gonna be one more dragon. They're not at soul point yet, so we don't realistically need to fight this, right? And so when my teammates go for this fight, I'm gonna think, whoa, okay, are we gonna win this fight? I show up, I'm like, oh, the party's over, okay? What do I decide to do? I'm like, well, they have 5 people bot lane. The dragon's not here yet. I'm gonna go farm. And so what I actually get to do here is I actually farm mid lane. And then I know that they're all grouped, so I go farm top lane. And I'm able to get tons of farm for myself. And even if my teammates keep getting caught out, what I end up doing for myself is I end up getting a lot of gold and a lot of EXP in a situation that was actually pretty doomed. Even if I was hovering around here and my teammates are getting caught, I'm not actually going to get any value. But I can abuse the fact that they all decided to commit to this area of the map and get solo EXP and farm, and then recall once the wave is shoved out. Now I'm going to be able to show up when it actually matters and we're looking to protect inhibs. Now, unfortunately, we had 2 people who got caught out, so we're actually not going to be able to defend, but this transitions right into our next point, okay? This is punishing the overstay, and this happens all the time in your games, so please, please, please look for this, okay? So the situation is when your opponents are taking inhibs, and they decide to stick around afterwards, which I don't know why anyone ever does this, because you get nothing from it. But look at what they're going to do, okay? They're going to take our inhibs. They're going to get our bot and mid inhib, okay? And I'm pinging my team. It's like, yo, you guys got to get out of the base. We got to go. We got to punish some dudes before they get out of our base, okay? So I'm like, guys, please, I have Grav. Let's punish, okay? And so look at this. Look at this Draven. This dude trades me after he got 2 inhibs. Why? I'm not sure why, but I am 100% down for it. Always, always, always punish people who are overstaying. This is such a good way to come back into the game. So look, I get the Grav. And yeah, I'm going to play this next fight really clean. But the whole point is that these guys decide to stick around when there is no actual value for them to get, okay? And so we're going to win this fight. It's really close, but yeah, our whole team plays it well. Severin has a good ult. I play well, clean it up. And we're going to be able to kill them all right after 2 nibs are down, which transitions into us rushing Baron, in which case you always want to rush Baron in this situation, because when your 2 nibs are down, your teammates are, the opponent team is going to take it no matter what once they're back up. But if you get it, you get time to get back into the game. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be able to get Baron here, and this all stems from the fact that Draven decided to fight us for no reason, okay? Draven was like, yeah, actually I want to fight you guys. Overstay? We punish that, and once we punish the overstay, guess what? This is the moment we were waiting for. We're down 10k gold, but this is the exact moment we're waiting for, where we can punish the overstay while we're 2 nibs down. We get Baron, which means we're gonna farm 2 inhibs, and we're actually gonna be able to get tons of gold and EXP just because they egoed on us and decided to overstay. Reading team fights. So we're going to go over the last 2 team fights in this game, and I know you guys want some team fight breakdowns, so hopefully this adds some clarity on how you want to play fights. Before every team fight, you always want to think about the map. Who is doing what, where, okay? So in this situation, we see 3 members top lane, okay? I don't know anything that's going on in this jungle. I don't mess with it. But you know, my crocodile, he's feeling himself a little bit, so he says, yo, what's up? Time for a little face check. Okay, but we know that 3 people are top, okay? So I'm in this area, and I'm thinking, what the? Face check? 2, 3. Okay, we know where all of their members are, right? This is enough information I need to take on this fight. The moment I see these guys start to rotate, I know that I have like 5 seconds roughly to kill these guys before our team gets wiped, right? So knowing that in mind, let's watch how the rest of the fight goes. I'm going to commit to this fight, but I'm going to commit from the angle below, because I don't want to ever position in a way where I can get swiped from the side. So instead, you're going to see that I commit to the fight from below. okay? And I know that time's ticking. I need to ult, commit ult, and just finish off whoever I can once it's over, okay? So I see that my Rek'Sai's in there. I see that my Seraphine's in there. But actually, my Diana and my Renekton are dead, right? So that being said, with these guys alive and these members, realistically, I don't have IE. I have no way, even though I'm strong, to win this fight. We have 2 nibs down, all our waves are shoving. This screams map disadvantage and team disadvantage, meaning that it's time to dip out of the fight. We gotta get out of here, okay? So look at me. Seraphine dies, I am hightailing out of here. I'm like, oh my god, I need to hide somewhere, right? And this is all because I know that the map is at a disadvantage and my team is at a disadvantage. So I got what I could from that team fight, and that's all I could get. So you're gonna see me instantly recall, and I'm gonna get away from Draven, I'm gonna Baron recall, and then I'm gonna go back to saving the map. And where does that all start from? Again, guys, think about it, right? It's all about understanding the map, seeing where members are, so that when the fight finally starts, I'm not caught by surprise from anything. I'm able to process all the information beforehand to know that I want to play the fight from below, and that we're most likely only gonna have 5 seconds to work with. The final team fight, better AD carry wins. And you're going to notice that I'm actually 2 levels up on the Draven at this point, because we've done such a good job of farming and keeping the game afloat, that because I've successfully done this, I'm actually 2 levels up and I'm ready to take over the fight. And so Gnar is going to TP over here during the fight, and it's bugged in the spectator client, so you're not going to see it. But that's just going to be something I'm going to mention, so just recognize that it's bugged and we can't see it. So my Renekton engages this fight. And so the first thing you always want to do when these crazy team fights start late game, don't sweat it. Look at what your teammates are doing, okay? My 2 frontliners are committing diagonally towards this fight, meaning that if I commit towards this way, that means I'm going to be going against their momentum, making it really hard for the rest of my team to play. It's okay that Seraphine mispositions a bit, and Diana's good to go to commit that way because she's more of a flanker, but for me, as an AD carry who wants to play front to back, it's really, really, really important for me to play around these 2 guys who are going to act as my pillars, okay? And so Gnar starts channeling his TP right here. We can't really see it. But look at where I'm positioned. It's a lot harder for Gnar to get to me now because I'm already in this area. Imagine if I commit this way and then he TP and I back out, right? I'm going to be over here and I'd be getting 0 damage off. But instead, look at the fight play out. I'm going to be able to just consistently get damage off because I'm in an area that's totally safe. If I want to run away from this fight, I'm more than welcome to run away. And my flash is still up in this fight. And so now Draven and Swain have died for free, and now I'm looking to re-engage this fight, and I have my Gale Force and Flash up. And these items are always so good to hold in late game fights. If you guys can avoid it, your Flash and your actives should be used to finish off fights, because when everyone else exhausts their cooldown, nothing is more broken than flashing on top of them and finish them off. So you're going to watch here. I'm going to go for a Gale Force, ulti, Flash. And it's over. This is the exact moment the game ends. Why? Because we're able to successfully play the team fight well enough and position properly that we don't need to use our sums or our actives to help ourselves. Instead, we can use them as aggressive tools to finish off the fight and win the game from a crazy 10k deficit. If you guys enjoyed this content, please make sure you like and subscribe to the video and check me out on Twitch. I stream Monday through Friday. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good day. Peace.